So, this episode is going to be about some sort of, I would say, like personality tests, because I thought like, well, it would be maybe funny and cool and interesting, and I'm going to link it down in the description. I guess I'm going to go through this one. I've seen a bunch of them, but I guess this just seems to be kind of the coolest one. I like actually the concept more than of anyone else's, but there is going to be more after the intro, as always. As every single day, as we're always doing it in Austria, But yeah, with that being said, hello, welcome back to the next episode of the Self-Development with Tactics podcast, and I am looking forward to this. And I'm just also showing you. So here this is the Myers-Briggs or Briggs, whatever, test. Complete the Myers-Briggs test below to find your Myers-Briggs type. The Myers-Briggs type indicator MBTI is a very helpful tool for understanding and categorizing personality archetypes. It is based on the following main factors: introversion, extroversion, intuition, sensing, feeling, thinking, and judging versus perceiving. People are then categorized in the type based on which of the 4 traits they practice. Myers-Briggs is a personality framework that can help you understand other people and when they behave and why they behave in a certain way. What the fuck? There's actually quite a bunch of them. And I've actually also seen like a personality test that was based on C. Young and another person. And I think they all are psychologists. But yeah, let's see. Complete the blah, 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 blah. Okay. Select the circle closest to the statement that is most likely you. I make lists or I rely on memories. I heavily fucking rely on memories and I don't even know why. Select the circle closest. Okay. Skeptical, wants to believe. I think I would be more like skeptical. I don't know. I can't trust people, but I most often kind of like, it really depends on what it is. If it is about food, then I'm just never ever trusting anyone. I'm always looking it up. I'm so fucking skeptical in terms of food, or when it comes up to food. I don't fucking know why, but when it is about food, it's like not funny for me. Bored by time alone, needs time alone. I think I'm more like bored by time alone. Like I'm really rarely realizing that I need time for myself, kinda. Accepts things the way they are, unsatisfied with the way things are. I think I'm more unsatisfied. It still really heavily depends on what it is all about. When I can change it, then I'm gonna be unsatisfied. But when I'm not gonna be able to change it, then it doesn't make any fucking sense if I'm just unsatisfied or not. Like, I can't change anything either. Or anyway, so why the fuck should I be, first of all, complaining? Why should I be whatever? Doesn't make sense. Keeps a clean room, just put stuff wherever. Yeah, I just put stuff wherever. Most stuff, like, it is actually one of these things that I'm so fucking not good at. I'm not really good at just keeping my room clean. No. Thinks robotic is an insult, strives to have a mechanical mind. I don't know. It's like something in between. Energetic, mellow. I'm more like energetic, I would say. Yes. Prefer multiple choice tests, prefer essay answers. I don't like multiple choice tests because most often I feel like that there's not the right answer that I would like to choose, because I would just write more. And when it is about a test, and when it is about school, then essay answers are just way better to just kind of seem like you know shit, but you don't actually know shit, you kind of only seem to know shit. And then essay answers are way better, because you can write about a bunch of things, about the things that you actually know, just not really answering the question. But it's still gonna give you like a few points, It's not gonna give you the whole 10 points or whatever, but it's gonna give you a few ones, Chaotic or organized? I'm more like chaotic. It still depends on what it is all about, but most often I'm really chaotic. Easily hurt, thick-skinned. It is something in between, Even though I would like to be like, okay, very thick-skinned, I'm not always. I really am not always. Like, it depends on the situation, depends on the person, depends on what it is all about. Works best in groups, works best alone. It also depends. Like, even though I most often feel like I'm working better when I'm alone because I can do shit like I wanted to do, but then on the other hand, I'm gonna have more resources if I'm working with somebody else. That I'm actually having 2 brains and 2 eyes or 4 eyes, 2 eyes. Focused on the present, focused on the future. I don't know. I would either say the future. Plans far ahead, plans at the last minute. Something in between. Wants people's respect, wants their love. I think more respect. Even though I hate the word respect so fucking much because it is so overused. You know, is looking somebody in the eyes when you're shaking their hands really about respect, or is it just about some bullshitty thing that one came up fucking 50 years ago? You know, let's talk about that shit. Because I don't know. Is it really not as respectful if you're just not looking into somebody's eyes when you're shaking their hands? Or is it only not that respectful just because we think it is not respectful? You know, it's actually kind of, and also like standing up for another person, you know, for an older person in the public transportation, is this really just respectful? Because some people say it is respectful. I would say it is just fucking nice, and or it just is normal. It's not respect, it's just I'm empathetic and I know how people are just feeling probably. I don't know, like I don't like respect as a word. Like it is overused. I feel like it is overused. Gets worn out by parties, gets fired up by parties. I don't like parties that much. You know, I'm never ever on parties because I don't drink, and so there is no fucking reason why I should be on a party. Stands out, fits in. I would say I stand out more than I fit in. Keeps options open and commits. I keep options very open. Not always good. Really not always good. Wants to be good at fixing things, wants to be good at fixing people. I actually want to be good at fixing people. But can't I fix people by fixing things? Difficult. Like, this is one of the reasons why I don't like multiple choice things, because what do they actually mean? Like, yeah, talks more, listens more. Something in between. You know, even though listening is something that's so incredibly important, and I haven't been talking about it in quite a while actually. You know, I really haven't. Listening is important. Like, listening is fucking important. The first time actually, when I've been encountering the quote unquote power of, well, actually not even quote unquote, you know, the power of listening is when I've been reading Dale Carnegie's How to Win Friends and Influence People, which has been a really amazing book. Really amazing book. It's gonna be one of my top books that I've ever read in my whole entire life up to this point. And he said that listening most often can lead to a very good conversation for both sides actually. People in general like to talk about themselves. Therefore, you as a listener is a really good way to just let them have a good time in the conversation. It's not gonna be about you, it's gonna be about them in the end. And on the other hand, if you're asking very interesting questions for you, you know, then you're also able to just gain a lot of information. You know, maybe useful information, maybe just information that you're gonna need in the rest of your life, you know, or in your life, whatever, you know. So I kind of have a feeling that it is gonna be something good on both sides. But listen, you know, make it good for the other people. Make it just, I don't know, create a good conversation for the other person by listening, by whatever. Like, yeah, do that. I like that. When describing an event, will tell people what happened, or when describing an event, will tell people what it meant, what happened or what it meant. I think I'm first of all gonna just tell them what happened. Gets work done right away, procrastinates. I get work done. You know, I'm not gonna choose the other one, even though I do procrastinate, but I'm still gonna get it done. You know, it heavily depends on what it is all about. When it is something that I do not really think is kind of just worth my attention, worth the time, then I'm gonna procrastinate like shit. You know, I'm not gonna fucking do it whatsoever. Like, in Austria, we're having to do something so-called Zivildienst, which is like, so either you can be in the military or you can do the Zivildienst, which means, so Zivildienst means that you're gonna work for the Red Cross, you're gonna just work in an old people paradise. I don't know what it is called, like when people are old and they can't take care of themselves, they're gonna just be in an institute where they get cared of or something. I don't know. Like, yeah, you can work there. You could also be working in some refugee homes, quote unquote, some sort homes, not really, and or you can be just in the military. And I've chosen to do something for society, basically, do something for the people. And I don't know what I'm actually gonna do. You know, I actually would like to just deal with elderly people, I guess. You know, you can also just work with disabled people in terms of, is it actually retarded? Because I'm not quite sure about it. I don't know if it is something that's mean or not. Yeah, you know what I mean. Follows the heart, follows the head. I would say most often I'm following my heart. I'm actually not such a hat guy, even though I would like to be one, I guess. Stays at home, goes out on the town. I don't go outside with... It depends. I like to go just walking around. I really like that. I'm gonna choose the middle. Because I know what this question is all about. This question is all about, are you an introvert and you're gonna fucking stay at home all fucking day long? Or are you just an extrovert and you have to meet people? But it's not what the question communicated. It's just what I think about what the question might mean. So yeah, I don't know. One's the big picture, one's the details. I'm more like a big picture guy, I guess. Improves or prepares? What is it all about? I kind of like context there a little bit. What is the plus there? Disc, take the test. No, I'm not gonna sign up for everything or anything. Prepares or improves? I would say improve more. Bases morality on justice, bases morality on compassion. What does compassion mean? Sympathy, feeling, fellow. I think definitely not that. Definitely on compassion. Finds it difficult to yell very loudly when others are far away. Yelling to others when they are far away comes naturally. I'm gonna do that. If there's the need of it, I'm gonna fucking do that. Even though it is like, sometimes it's like, please don't shout around. Theoretical or empirical? Empirical means observed, factual, theoretical. Well, is it like the choices that you're gonna make? I'm gonna just take the middle because I don't fucking know what it is all about. Works hard, plays hard. Work hard. Uncomfortable with emotions, values emotions. I think I value emotions just because I think that emotions are a great way to see what it is all about and how what you're actually valuing as well. Because if you're seeing that something is not doing any good to you, then you're probably gonna feel bad. But if it is something good for you, then you're probably gonna feel good. So actually caring about your emotions and keeping an eye on your emotions is basically, I think, a pretty good way to feel better, be better, whatever. Likes to perform in front of other people, avoids public speaking. I fucking love that. Select the circle closest. Likes to know who, what, and when. Likes to know why. I would either say a why guy, even though it's gonna be like, okay, who and what and when, and then why. I take the middle. I don't know. So let's see what type of person I am. Your type is the ENFP and it is red, and I do not like red. As an ENFP, you tend to be energetic, adaptable, and inventive. You generally like to think up new creative ideas and share them with other people. Yeah, that's probably who I am. Find out your Enneagram type. Answer a few additional questions to learn more about your Enneagram type. Stop dreading Mondays. See how well your personality fits your current job responsibilities and get insights from improving your score so you can be less stressed and more productive at work. Captain, driver, initiator, influencer, motivator, encourager. What energizes you? See full profile. In a meeting with you, why sign up for Crystal? I'm not gonna sign up for drugs, no. Get it? Get it? Because Crystal and... funny, yeah. Let's see what happens when I'm just actually pressing. Okay, I have to sign up. But I now know that I am actually who I think I am, I guess. Some sort of, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna link it down in the description so that I can also. What happens if I just click download? Yeah, I have to sign up as well. So I'm gonna link it down in the description and also in the show notes so that you can actually also decide or really see what type of person you really are. Either you can think about it and either you can just think about yourself or you can just make a test. You decide. You basically decide. You know what? Let's go through a bunch of Reddit questions, because I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. And I'm, by the way, actually also thinking about just kind of being me also on the episodes, because I think in school I am really me in terms of fucking disgusting sometimes and also like fucking crazy, I would say. Some sort of, like, not like, yeah, never mind. I'm scared to be better, okay, which is crazy. I have social anxiety and I'm so used to living in the shadows. I feel intimidated to go out there or make some noticeable changes. What just happened? I feel blah 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 in my life or in myself, like groom myself up a little bit because I don't want any type of reaction from others, even if it is a compliment. Whenever people have anything to say about me, even if it is something good, it somehow makes me feel uncomfortable. I feel like the root of this all comes down to the fear of being judged, and I just ended up completely avoiding everything, which could actually be the case. The problem there is, if people judge you, if people say, okay, you are a bad person because of this and that, they don't have full context. They don't really know you. Nobody really knows you. Therefore, it is like pretty common that people are gonna judge you on some really minor things. They're gonna judge you on something that you did fucking once. You know, when you're just jumping off a bridge once, like bungee jumping, you know, when you're doing it once, they might be feeling you're fucking courageous person, even though you are not. But they're gonna judge you on this one action. They're not having the full context. They don't know you. They don't know what's going on in your head. They don't know what you're thinking about. They don't know what you're feeling and what you're just thinking about all day long. You know, they don't know that stuff. And obviously, they're gonna judge you on some really minor and really small, detailed things. So it is quite normal that they're probably gonna get it wrong. You know, when we're talking about strangers, you know, especially, but also about just quote unquote close friends. You know, they don't also know you fully. It is what it is. You know, they have assumptions based on what they have experienced with you. You know, maybe they have experienced a lot of different sides of you, but maybe not every facet that you're having in your life. So, I don't know. Thank you all for taking your time to give me some advice. I honestly made me feel better. Once I overcome this beast, I would not forget that there were strangers on the internet who cared enough to help me out. You're gonna be part of my journey to healing. I've been in a very similar situation to you. I have 3 pieces of advice. People tend to not care about you. I know that social anxiety can cloud rationality, but you gotta realize that people really ever think about you. Yeah, because we are always thinking about ourselves. The second one is, one of the best ways to feel more comfortable with changing things about yourself is to pretend you are who you want to be. Pretending you're who you want to be helps tremendously in many different aspects of life, and it has helped me with improving myself despite any anxiety that I have. And the third one is, the feeling of improvement is better than the feeling of protecting yourself from anxiety. Improving is nice. You know, just also then especially seeing the improvement that you did or that you have just been able to get, which means, okay, you're trying to improve your social anxiety, you're trying it, and then you're fucking getting to it, and then you're fucking able to actually improve it. It is amazing. You know, it is fucking amazing. If you're then seeing the fucking results, the short-term results, you know, they are pretty good and they can motivate you to just go over the horizon and whatever. Help for my mother who is over 70. Hi, I'm looking for recommendations on books, techniques, or anything that will help my 71-year-old mom who is clearly depressed and wanting to die. We have a rough relationship. It goes unspoken that my life choices haven't matched what she expected with having a child. I'm gay, single, no kids. She's widowed, and has no other children, grandchildren. She doesn't shame me for not giving her more family, but it is clear it has taken a toll on her. We've had chats recently where she talks about not caring about her diet or health since she's lonely and doesn't have any reason to try. She's overweight and has type 2 diabetes. She struggles with needing help from everyone, but having nothing to do offer, blah, 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 blah. Well, there's this really good book called Like Being the Super Vet or something by Noel Fitzpatrick. It's about how he cures all of the animals. It's very interesting, and for a TV series, maybe The Crown, because it is interesting, maybe for blah, 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 yeah. It's first of all going to be pretty difficult to give this person something that they're also going to then read. You know, because, okay, here you have a book, please read it. Is this person actually going to read it? I don't know. Because it is always a really fucked up situation when you kind of lost hope. You know, you're not gonna try shit, you know, especially when you're not even, well, taking care about your health is something that, you know, it's not about having hope or something. It is just something that rarely people are doing, unfortunately. On the other hand, like, professional help always helps, I would say. I don't know. And maybe communicating that you're trying to just make her life better could also be something that makes sense, and that whatever you're trying to do with her, whether it is actually a book, whether it is some techniques, whether it is professional help, that it is about her feeling better. And I guess by showing them or by letting them realize that it is all about helping them to feel better, which is always something that people want to have, don't we? You know, like, I don't know. Somebody's coming up to me, is like, okay, you're gonna feel better. Okay, I'm first of all gonna be skeptical, you know, but I'm then also maybe gonna try because it is about me. You know, when I'm like, okay, I wanna just do this for you and whatnot, then it is about the other person. It's not really about me, you know? It is actually about communicating this whole shit that can make a huge difference there. No excuses 2020. What about no excuses 23rd December, which is today's date, or 24th December? What about that, you know? What about fucking that? What about not having any excuses right fucking now? It's like always something that kind of bothers me when people are like, okay, I'm gonna start doing something in 2020. I'm gonna start doing something in the next year. What about fucking doing something now? What about that? But yeah, I'm actually feeling really fucking good today. I might be recording an episode because I kind of just see that tomorrow is Christmas and I haven't been recording a Christmassy episode. Might be doing that just later in the day. But now I'm gonna, I think, cut the episodes and then I'm gonna cook myself some really great shit with barley and with lentils, and I'm actually having to work out today. Fuck, forgot about that. But yeah, I'm gonna wish you the best health, of happiness, and also success, and I also hope that you're gonna remind yourself and you're gonna be remembered, which basically means your legacy, which basically means just being a nice person, and also gonna be remembered as a nice person. 3 other questions that I'm having for you are: why are you here? What are you trying to change? And what is bothering you the most? These 3 are hopefully gonna show you your purpose and maybe even a business idea. But yeah, I'm gonna see you the next time. I at least hope.